All right, number 5, this one says suppose that y is proportional to the fourth power of x and that y equals 10 when x equals 4. What is y when x equals 8? So this proportionality is another type of variation. The way I would suggest you set this up is y on top, because it says y is proportional. Proportion is going to be a fraction or proportion. Proportional to the fourth power of x. So I'm going to write x to the fourth power. Now, this is equal to k. So if I were to manipulate this by multiplying and getting rid of this fraction, multiply by x to the fourth on both sides, this would be equal to k times x to the fourth. Okay, so this is like a direct variation equation. So you can have it in either form, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use this form first to figure out k, and then once I figure out k, I'm going to plug it in and then plug in my new value of x to solve for y. So we're given that y equals 10. Y is 10 when x is 4. So that is 4 to the fourth power, and that's what we're going to have for k. So 4 to the fourth power, I think that is 256, but let's verify. Turn this on. Let's go to quit. We're going to do 4 raised to the fourth, and we get 256. So our k value is 10 divided by 256. Now we can reduce this, and I think you want to. I'm writing down and you can't see because this calculator is in the way. But 10 over 256, we can divide both of these by 2, and that will give me k equals 5 over 128. Okay, so we can leave k as 128. And then now we want to know what is y. Now that we know that constant of variation times, and it says x is 8. So this time we're going to do 8 to the fourth power. So we're going to do 8 to the fourth times 5 over 128. So I'm just going to do in parentheses 5 divided by 128. And then outside I'm going to have an 8 raised to the fourth power. Okay. And that gives us 160. Okay. So in this event, y is equal to 160. Okay, number 6 says suppose y is inversely proportional to. Okay, so inversely proportional, we would write it a little bit differently. So y is inversely, and this is kind of confusing the way they mix up the inverse and direct variation, but inversely proportional, I'm just looking at inverse variation. So I guess I'm just going to write it like this. Y equals, there's a k, always your constant, inversely proportional to the fourth power of x. So k over x to the fourth. So it's going to be like this time. And this time they give us y is 15 when x is 7. Okay, so plugging that in, we get 15 for y, and x is 7, which is going to be raised to the fourth. We're going to multiply those together to get k. So let's do that. So we're going to do 7 to the fourth, and then multiply by 15. 7 raised to the 4th, so times 15. Gives us 36,015. So multiplying this, we get K equals 36,015. So here's our K value. Now, once we have K, we're given some new values, and we're going to plug those in to find the remaining answer. So now we want to know what is Y when X is 6. So we're going to just plug a 6 in here. We're going to plug in our K value, and then we'll solve it. So Y equals, and we have 36,015. I don't need that extra 0, 36,015. And this is all divided by 6 to the 4th. Okay, X is 6 to the 4th power. We'll just move this over here a little bit. So we're going to do 36,015 divided by 6 to the 4th. And what do they ask us? Round your answer to 2 decimal places if necessary. So we get 27.789. That 9 will cause this to round up to 79. So 27.79.